Hi, hey, how are ya? It's me, your homie, Sidewalk Hero. Are you guys ready for streams and stuff and DD2 and stuff? I am pumped, I'm excited, and by that I mean I'm ready to do my thing. Yo, how you doing? How's it going? Let's launch this game and stuff and things. Yeah. Alright. I don't really know what I'm doing today. My time where I usually decide the heck I want to like do on my stream is kind of taken over by watching another stream. And like I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop watching. I had to see the end. I'm not gonna say any more than that because like if I say what I watched or the game I watched, it's probably be or like who I watched, you could probably figure out like what game, what streamer, and then my Fields Trip comments would spoil a bit of that game. Which I'm sure like most people don't give a fuck at all, but there's a small chance someone would care. Alright, let's bring the screen up at least. Video games. Alright. Alright. First off, let's see if I have to care about inventory. I don't think I do. No, I've got a whole like auto thing. Okay, builder. I've got 3. Defense power, like tower damage, Waller, and DPS. And I don't know if this is like the definitive, you know, this is how you do Mystics, but this is how I do Mystics. We'll start with the builder. Builder focuses mainly on Sand Viper. This homie here. In fact, let's get rid of something for a sec. Take that sphere off. So yeah. I mean, we'll look at the defenses, right? We've got the Sand Trap. We've got Sand Viper. And Obelisk. And we won't really look at Obelisk too much. Alright, so Obelisk here, we'll just look at this real quick. Does too many cool things to fit into this baby box. Obelisk is like a map-wide range CC, status effect, hero buff. It does a bunch of different things. Like it'll give you a shield, it'll smite enemies, it'll turn enemies into snakes, it'll bubble them, it'll boost your damage depending on like what you do. And I think the more you upgrade it, the more you get in terms of that. When your appeasement bar, for whatever mystic you have, it doesn't have to be the builder who built it. So I built it with this, you bring out my DPS mystic. If my appeasement, the purple bar down there, fills up, then this smaller AoE thing here comes into effect. And you see its DPS there. So basically, once that happens, it becomes a big old flamethrower that scales off of defense power. And some decent crit as well, because it fires fast, but mostly defense power. But yeah, so it'll start doing a flamethrower as long as you've got your full appeasement. So there's the defense power. Look at the Obelisk. The Sand Viper here, its main function, as you probably know, is channels on an enemy. Over time, it'll do increased damage, so let's rebuild this and watch it. You'll see the purple numbers there. It starts at 13.5, 15.5, 17. It looks like it's going up about 2k each time, a little more. And then it'll plateau at a number and stay doing that. So that scales off defense power, but it attacks pretty fast too. It's saying attack rate of 1.25. If you time it, I'm pretty sure it's a lot closer to 0.75 attack rate. So these things have decent, like some pretty good crit damage. Their attack damage is pretty good. You see it's like 30k there. And I'm actually missing passes on it to do more damage. But yeah, so that's how that works. So basically, what you want for Split Vipers, and I'll go a little bit into the Obelisk as well. Obelisk, let me skip back just a sec. Obelisk has this one sphere called Snakes on a Plane. Spawns a snake every 5 seconds. It flies into an enemy, dealing 500% defense power as magical earth damage, so get a little bit of bonus on that. I believe the sphere is kind of buggy. It has to be like the first one you equip. Not necessarily the first slot. I think it has to be the first one you add on to your Mystic for it to actually do things. We're not going to see this thing do anything anyways. So Obelisk is like, you can make it if you want to get like a bunch of CC around the map. I don't know if it's so good if you're not actively playing, because sure there's buffs and stuff, but like if you smite like a Kobold Flyer from across the map, it's going to rage and dash at it. So you gotta be a little careful with that. The Sand Viper's here. The sphere you're looking for, there's two of them. There's either Slow Death, which lowers its initial damage, but it ramps up to much more. So we were saying 29k before. And now it's gonna go up to a decent amount more. I can't remember what its value is on mine. Alright, 36.5k each tick. So these are really good, like, for taking down ogres and stuff. If you don't have, like, any other kind of single target damage, or maybe your hero DPS isn't very good. Using the Sand Viper with the Slow Death Sphere is good for taking down those really big targets. And that's kind of in the case where if you already have like a lot of good AoE, like you're using your PDTs or something, for example, that's taking out your lane. Then you've got this guy that's burning down your ogre. You might think like 36 at 0.75 isn't very good, but let's upgrade this a couple times. In fact, let's bring it down to one of these guys. Here. We'll put this up to tier 4, because that's typically what I do these at when it comes to, like, just in the level by the time ogres spawn. So it's decent, right? Like, it's not like a broken tower PDT kind of damage, right? But you pair this with one, and you're going to be melting ogres pretty fast. Right now, they're not critting for whatever reason, but you can see, like, it's got 80k crit damage with a good crit chance. Like, you're going to be doing quite a bit of damage on it, quite a bit of DPS once they fix that bug. Like, I've got 160k at tier 4. It'd be a good bit more. I used to have an Excel doc, actually, that was calculating that DPS before the new dummies, and it was pretty good. Like, I was hitting probably close to 200k at tier 4, over 200k at tier 5. The other build for it is with the Split Vipers here, so Sand Viper may target a sphere, no longer ramps up damage, warning, incompatible with Slow Blast. So you never use it with Slow Death, and it'll just lower its damage. You use it instead of Slow Death. So instead of ramping up, you just get your initial damage on 3 targets, and this kind of makes a good, like, lane damage. And yeah, for building her, you want defense power, and then defense crit. So it's like 13k every 0.75 seconds, like 16k DPS or something. These are saying 20k, it's probably not right. Let's pull up down here, we'll see what these are really doing. Oh, even more. So yeah, defense power, defense crit, for sure. I think defense power focus is better for single target. It's actually, I'm kind of thinking it might be better to go defense crit first for Split Vipers, because you can see its crit damage here, 27k. Its damage gets split, but its crit damage doesn't go down. So it's actually still critting full on each of those beams. When it was critting, right now it's not critting because of the bug. So for the passives, and I just saw your comment there, for your gear, ignoring Relic and Weapon for a sec, on your gear you're looking for Rage Intensify, primarily for the Sand Vipers, and Crit Chance. So Rage Intensify is just pure damage, and then Crit Chance, because once they work properly, you'll get extra damage on there. Another one is like a third passive. I think I like Sand Hazard, because I use Sand Traps quite a bit. I think there's an Obelisk one as well. Yeah, so Scale God's Wrath, increase Obelisk Smite damage. You can look for that one as well if you are using Obelisks in your build. But I think, personally, what I'm mainly looking for is the Rage Intensify and the Crit Chance. For your Weapon and Relic, you're going to want Segmented Extension, increases the range, and you want Serpent's Twin Gaze. And I'll read it out loud here. Enemies affected by both Serpent's Coil and Sand Viper receive bonus defense powers magical damage. So that's your number 4 ability. And I think it's not going to attack because it's like its healing thing. But if they're channeling the same enemy, you're basically just getting bonus damage. The Snake Coil itself does damage, Viper's Fang, or Sand Viper does damage, and then together they'll do a little bit extra as well. And then yeah, these sand traps, they don't do a whole lot of damage. You won't see them damage the dummies because their damage actually only procs on the stun part of their effect. So what they do is enemies walk over them, they get slowed by the sand there. And then once the channel finishes with the sandstorm, they stun enemies in it. And you can get the extra damage with the sand stuff. Spheres for that, there's stunning sand, so basically it just gets the stun part faster, and I run that on my defense power one. There's Sandstorm Warrior, but it's not working properly, and I'm not going to go into like the bugs and shit with that. But like, it seems like you want that on your active hero instead, but I'm pretty sure that's not how it's supposed to work. Do you normally run the multi-hit passive or the ramp-up damage passive? If I've got a lot of other kinds of AoE, I've said it before, right? If I've got a bunch of lane AoE, I'll do the ramp-up. If I don't have a lot of AoE, I'll do the split beams. In a lot of my challenge builds, you'll see me do split beams. Because, I mean, without PDTs, right, you lose a lot of AoE DPS. In my builds, my challenge builds, focus a lot on like lane traps and proton beams and stuff. Buff beams, frosty towers. And so if enemies walk off of those like lane setups, then they're not gonna be hit. So I use a split beam usually in those cases to deal with enemies that walk off the setup. There's a lot of things you can do with her. She's really versatile. A lot of defenses work, and this is only the defense power one, right? So yeah, I mean, defense power first, defense crit second, attack rate, range. Yeah. How do I have the stats set up? Max range and speed. I put max defense power and then a bit of crit damage. I mean, if you probably wanted to make it more efficient, I'm sure you could do like a bit less points of defense power, more into crit once the crit's working properly. But, you know, soft caps, whatever, I don't want to think about it. So I think that's basically Builder. Oh, I'm missing segmented extension on my relic. I didn't realize that. I think I can get both, and I'm pretty sure they stack. I don't know if Serpent's Twin Gaze stacks or not. So what about basic DPS build? Yo, hold the phone though. We haven't even gotten to the best part yet before the DPS. And that's the Waller. So 30 DU. What's my eye power? I'm at 738 eye power. Let's compare it with the Squire's 30 DU wall. 738 versus 733, approximately the same. I want to see. Yeah, I might turn it on, but I haven't shaved my neck, and it's a little dirty. But yeah, here you go. Same DU, but it's got another like 40k HP. That being said, the Squire does have automation and shielding guard uber, which kind of makes up for the HP difference. So there's that, but Viper's Fang here. As you've seen before, bubbles enemies, lift them up. If you pop the bubbles with hero damage, it'll then do like a poison rain cloud that damages enemies underneath it. So it's like a Squire blockade. I think it's about the same size. A little smaller, but effectively the same size. More HP, has the CC on it, doesn't have the shielding guard or the automation, so it doesn't repair and it doesn't get the bonus shield. So you can say they're like doing basically the same tanking, probably, if you don't want to think too hard about it. What you're looking for with this is Heathen's Prison on the weapons and your relic, so you get an extra couple seconds there on the bubble duration. And I think segmented extension works with them. Let's check. So we got range at 3402. I don't know, let's put this in here. Yeah, so segmented extension does work with it. Then, so you're going to want Heathen's Prison and segmented extension on your, I believe, both weapon and relic, and I don't have that right now. That's bad. I should look into that. The other thing you're going to want is Woven Scales, and that's the important part. Woven Scales up to 5% on each of these regular armor pieces, as well as defense health, and it just gives you so much for those walls HP. So that's the Waller. Then there's the DPS, okay. Let's start off with a look at the spheres. There's two important ones, I think, that you need. Tempered Anger, so slower appeasement rate loss. That's the words I'm looking for. And yeah, I think normally if you run out of appeasement, you take damage when you hit 0. I've never actually gotten that low to test if that's working or not, but basically that. Debilitating Madness, I think, is the other one that's important to get on her. Because your Call to Madness, it just does so much. Your second ability. Like, it's just such a good CC ability. And so, you know, increases the target's damage taken by 20% and lasts 1 second longer. Like, just buffing that is so good. I'm using Serpent's Fury, primary and secondary attacks, random crits, reduce the cooldown on all abilities. So just a little bit of bonus on there, and Hemolytic Poison. I'm getting a little bit of bonus on my Lash Out. I don't know if there's other ones I should be using. I mean, I've mentioned Sandstorm Warrior. I think using that with her defenses out somewhere gives you a buff. I'm not going to go into it too much because I think it's a bug. I don't think there's any other ones. When I first got her, I didn't look at all the spheres right away, so I might be missing something. Defenses near Obelisk, take 10% reduced damage. That's pretty good. I don't like the trees effect, and Obelisk shield absorption increased by 100%. So I guess those are good Obelisk builder stuff. But yeah, so let's see, what is my gear stuff? I use the Dark Ritual Blade as their weapon. Mainly for the Serpentine Swiftness there. Damaging basic attacks reduce all ability cooldowns by 0.1 seconds. And that works well with how I have the dagger set up, because not only do we have that passive, I got a 5 shot per second secondary fire. So her main damage source, I believe, is the dagger toss. You can see I did 215k there on hit. So how I play my Mystic is basically I run around, I throw a dagger, I secondary fire to get the cooldown up as fast as I can, and then I throw a dagger again, rinse and repeat. And so you'll see me do this a lot on maps. If I got a big wave of enemies, or if there's an ogre, I'll start it off with one of these, maybe use my Dragolich, and then I'll just get a lot more damage out of everything I do. So that's how I've got her set up. I run, in stats, I've got ability power and hero crit, a little bit of HP as well for survivability. I found that if I put 50 points into there without any gear, I can survive an ogre stomp. With like not much health left, but if I mess up and get ogre stomp, then I'm living through it. Let's see, some of the passes we got. So, Chaos Incentive is a good one to get on everything. Increase Call to Madness duration. That's your number 2 ability, and you know why. On the other gear, increases appeasement game. So Heroic Prayer is pretty good for keeping yourself fully appeased. You get a bunch of buffs for it. Movement speed. I think some sort of like health regen, maybe on like a lifesteal kind of basis or something. And I think cooldown reduction for having good appeasement. I've got ability power and hero crit. The reason I've got ability power and hero crit, ability power is because, you know, the dagger's damage scales off of it, and then your poison ticks. The other thing is that, like, I am all about getting damage from my dagger toss. So, it doesn't scale off hero damage, but it can crit. And I guess we're not going to see it crit here. Maybe it's bugged too. It used to crit. Damn. Did I lose my crit shit for this? Anyways, back when I built her, at least, it was critting. I don't know if it's bugged right now or something. But yeah, like, critting with your dagger toss. I was doing stupid damage, and then the poison ticks would crit as well. This is weird. Normally it would crit. In fact, it was doing it a few days ago. Maybe it doesn't want to crit on dummies or something? Because I've definitely seen the dagger crit on enemies. But yeah. That's why I use those stats. Passes. I'm all about the Virulent Whispers, getting your Dark Torment, which is your dagger damage up. Corrupted Bud's okay. And then there's this passive on here called Nightmare Fuel. Enemies affected by Lash Out Poison take 49% hero damage when hit by Dark Torment. So I've got that on there. That's the reason why I've got the Lash Out sphere. Because I'm occasionally going to be lashing out and then daggering enemies for that extra little bit. Sorry, when I say dagger, it's Dark Torment. It's her third ability. Dagger, Dagger Toss, Dark Torment. Yeah, sorry if that wasn't clear. But yeah. Seeping Insanity increases Call to Madness range. That's also a good one to get on your ring, and I believe your weapon. And you should be able to get that on the weapon now. Ritual Blade was bugged for a while, and it wasn't dropping, like, all the proper passes, I think. Or, like, it was stuck on certain passes. No worries, dude. That was just me kind of forgetting that, like, saying dagger is probably a bad idea considering her main weapon is just a dagger. So there's two ways I like to use her dagger on enemies. Originally, it was what I showed before. It was throwing a dagger, mouse 2ing, and then throwing a dagger again. But there's another thing her Dark Torment does. Is that enemies that die under the effect, like when they have the Dark Torment dagger in them, will then turn into like a little mini turret that does like a beam attack on enemies. And that does some pretty good damage. I think it's almost like 200k DPS a second or something. Dumb like that. Like, or when it pops up in enemies, you see like 198k in 2 hits. And I think that pops up like pretty frequently. So if there's enemies in a lane against an ogre, what I like to do sometimes is I'll Dark Torment like a little goblin, and then let the turret from the Dark Torment actually DPS the ogre down. There's kind of two ways. You can use the dagger's burst and its dot to do damage, or you can use that to create a little turret that'll then attack the bigger enemy. Ideally. Sometimes it won't target the right thing, so you just gotta Dark Torment all the little things around it and get it working. But for the most part, you should be able to dagger like a goblin, and then the rest of the things will die to the lane. Your ogre will be walking by as the only thing left, and then the turret will work on that. They last a good length. You can get a couple of them, you can get a few of them going at once if you dagger enough things and you got your cooldowns. Yeah, that's basically it. Let's see if I can show how much extra damage I get on this. So no, my dagger didn't do any extra damage there. Or if it did, it showed up as a different number, which I missed. In fact, let's check that again. It's hard to tell. My Nightmare Fuel passive here isn't going to do too much since I don't have much hero damage. I went full in the crit. I'd rather do that, honestly, because like the cooldowns and the animations kind of thing, like, it really delays getting your dagger back up if you're lashing out. Yeah, the passes are really important on both the builders and the DPS. Like getting that Virulent Whisper, I believe it is, yeah. Virulent Whispers and getting your Rage Intensified for the builder are really how you're getting your damage. So I'm missing like 1%, I think. I think it only rolls up to 4 for Virulent Whisper. What I need to do is I need to go back and make sure I've got all the right gear for her, like getting the crit chance and crit on the boots, Virulent Whisper, and probably Heretic's Prayer on a lot of things, just to keep your appeasement up. Yo, no guy, what's going on, dude? Can't stay long? That's alright. It's still a pleasure to have you drop by. You're so much better at this, like, I go to your channel, I just lurk. You come into my channel and start talking to me. My true nature comes out when I watch streams. And that's lurking. But yeah, Double, I hope that helps. If you have any specific questions, let me know. Actually, is there any Waller spheres? I don't think there's any Waller spheres. No, I just got all the same builder spheres. Doesn't have anything to put on. You see me lurk. Yeah, no problem, dude. Yeah, just let me know if you have more questions. I know I kind of went through it, and I'm sure I was all over the place with the explanations. I need to use the Obelisk more. Let me show you why. So you saw its crazy damage there, right? Like 142k. One upgrade, 214. Two upgrades, 285. Three is at 357, and then 428. This is, you know, just defense power build. Like, if you've got your full fucking appeasement, like, this thing can probably hold a lane on its own easy. That's some stupid DPS. Like, I think orcs have, like, 500k HP or something like that, or maybe even less. Like, this'll almost one-shot most enemies in one tick. I'm using OBS to record what you say now. No, it's okay. It's all good, dude. It's all good. Are you just recording the audio or something, or are you actually recording the video too? I guess you should record the video, because I'm going over spheres and stuff. But yeah, actually on that note, we should try doing a Mystic-centric build for the next one. Audio and video, yeah, for sure, dude. For sure. What I really want to do is I want to make another defense power Mystic, so I've got both two Obelisks, and I can then have like two different Sand Vipers going at the same time. I can get ramp up and split. As it is right now, I have to decide at the start of the match, like, am I going to use ramp up? Am I going to use split Viper? I want to be able to use both. I don't really mind a recording, but yeah, there are other ways. There's VODs and stuff, and you could clip it for sure for the specifics that you want. In fact, this is something I should clip. I should clip what I just did as like a YouTube video, a kind of mini guide for Mystic. Though, if I was going to do that properly, I should really organize my thoughts. Show them in action on a map. This VOD, and all my VODs actually, no guard, except for the ones where I'm like, screw it, VODs. But I'm using music playlists that don't have copyright, so the VODs don't get muted. Should I roll? I shouldn't roll. Alright, I'm going to do something a little easy to start off with. I'm just going to go play Forest Biome. And we'll let people join in. If you want some extra souls, I want some. I still don't have the Mystic Dagger, and I don't have the Terra Blade, so I'm going to start off with that. You say screw it always. I do it often, like my afternoon streams I won't, but if I stream DD2 in the evening, like I'll just say, fuck the VOD. I'm going to drink alcohols and listen to loud pop music. Do Chrome? I'm not going to do Chrome. I already beat Chrome. I beat myself up on Chrome, too. But let's see. I'm gonna open this up as well if anyone wants some extra souls. I'm not re-rolling. If I re-roll, I'm gonna get 2 wins. That's how the universe works. Re-roll, no balls. No, fuck you. I know how my luck works. Let's see, let's try to do like a Mystic Builder on this map. Just for fun. It's an easy map. And we'll do Mystic Focus. I'll do Serenity Aura, but I'll probably just pair it with a bunch of Sand Vipers and Sand Traps. You need 3 Ruins ones? Well, you can go get those on your own, you nerd. I might do a Chrome later. We'll see. So we'll do PDT-less. We'll do Proton-less as well. And I'll just do a bunch of Split Beam Vipers. And maybe Hero DPS the Ogres and other bosses. Let's see. Let's enter the group chat. So if you guys want to join, you're more than welcome to. We'll just be messing around. I don't have the energy to think too hard about builds. I don't think. Alright, later, no guy. Thanks for dropping by, man. It's always a pleasure. Like how this shows the splines for the incursion as well. Very misleading. Like, I mean, I really should try a Mystic only build sometime, but I'm not gonna do that this time. In fact, though, I could use Obelisk too. Depending on my DU, I might even use more than one. I don't know which path they go down. Like left and right, I think is for the incursion. Let's just stick it in the middle. I think that should be fine. So let's get some split beams. I'm gonna do 2 per lane, I think. That range should pick up once I do some upgrades. Don't expect any fast building, for sure. I'm gonna be going a little slow. The reason I'm kind of putting them off to the side behind them is because sometimes you get like javelin tossers that'll penetrate and hit your towers. Like, I should move these back a little further in case like ogre stomps. I believe this lane gets an ogre, so let me do that. I think that's high enough to avoid that. What's the lane over here doing? Yeah, for sure, dude. It's fine. Just, you know. You can only keep my videos for personal use, of course. No publishing it around. I will be suing the shit out of you if you monetize it. You're sure this will be helpful? I don't know about that. I don't know how helpful I can be when I dick around with builds. $560? What's 560 divided by 4? $560 divided by 4. That's 140 per lane. So wait, let's see. 120, that's 6 of these per lane. Let's do 4 for now. And we'll just do 4 in a line. Because I kind of want to put an obelisk or 2 into this map. I know you bet on that. Yeah, no, I was just kidding around, dude. But do I know you better than that? Can I really say I know you at all? So hopefully the Sand Vipers will shoot. In fact, let me test this. I'm gonna upgrade this to tier 4 and then base the placement off of its range, I think. so 50, 54, 30, 38. That's so hard to tell. I think it's this one, though. Just do this. I don't want to like be smart instead of just being lazy with the build a little bit. Let's do there. That means basically at the Serenity Aura, which is fine. These look like they're far enough back too to avoid Ogre Stomps. You know what? Let's do it up here. They slow and they get stunned into the AoE. 240 left. Alright, that's good, that's good. And I'll be able to build more next wave as well, and I will do that. I'll build some more sand traps at the start of the next wave. Honestly, like I think these ones are actually about where they need to go. And actually these look pretty good as well. Let's concentrate them a bit more. Get a bit of overlap there. So I'm gonna build an obelisk, and I'm gonna put it into like a key lane each wave. So I'm gonna move it around every wave to kind of deal with yeah, deal with the big lanes. So I've got one here. In fact, I might even build two. So this one will just be for CC. Let's drop it like here. That way I don't have to worry about it like aggro and kobolds from across the map. Alright, and that way I've got a ton of DU for next wave to do more sand traps. We'll try at least 6 per lane. Place that, I'll do the other lanes next. 3 times 40 is 120. Did they remove... I'm sorry, what? Let's see how this does. Get out of there, you tit. So hopefully the obelisk doesn't get targeted at all. That thing just got like smited to death, I think. So I'll try to get some appeasement here as well, but it's not going to be a lot of souls at the start of this match. Those things are going down though. In fact, the bubbles are being popped by something. You saw the snake there, I think that was from the snakes on a plane. Quite a bit of damage, I think that was 25k or something. That's actually kind of fun to watch. So my Sand Vipers aren't even doing anything right now. This is all like Obelisk Smite and Sand Traps. That's really interesting. Because I do not have the full appeasement to get the Flamethrower, so we'll see the Flamethrower go there. A little bit at the end. You're going to see it a lot next wave. I'm going to be able to do stuff. So we've got Boss and a big lane there. Damn, fucking Dav. You know what I'm doing here with my building. Please don't try to speed it along like that. If you don't want to be in the slow build, then you should probably leave. But I'm going to be doing all this stuff for double to show it off, to kind of give an idea of what the Mystic can do. Let's bring this over here. Thank you. You can rejoin. Of course. But I want to take time to really build it out. So this is another semi-big lane, but it's probably fine without the obelisk. There we go, so that's 6 per lane. Let's see, I've got 4 lanes. How much is left? 130? What I kind of want to do is put 3 split Vipers per lane. I could do another obelisk, though. Macro's still running. Oh no, this is the stuff I like to do, double. You don't have to worry about that. It doesn't matter though. I just want a suggestion on either or. I wouldn't call myself an expert either. Sell walls and do both. Fuck that. Let's do this. I'll do another Viper per lane. I'm actually kind of at the point where I want to get rid of the Serenity Aura and do more sand traps instead. Obelisk, okay. So I'll put my DPS Obelisk in as well. So this isn't going to do a lot of damage on its own, but we'll get the CCs and stuff for it. Alright. Oh, I was supposed to upgrade. Why isn't the wave starting? Did we just bug out the map? I think we just bugged the map out. Alright, well if I leave, everything's not gonna work, so I might have to restart this from scratch, but I know my build, it shouldn't take too long to do. It's weird, I didn't think it would mess the map up like that. This is another suggestion on what to do, but I think I'm gonna have to just restart it. Yeah, alright. Let me leave and rejoin. Yeah, you know what? This is the kind of time where you record it and then send in a bug report. Like, the fuck just happened here? Let's take 2. Try this again. That's not your fault. That's, bug's a bug. Shit like that shouldn't happen. No one's fault. In fact, encountering this bug is, how we learn about them. Report them, and then hopefully get them resolved. I say that, even though I have a recording, I could do it myself. I'm really bad about reporting bugs. Though, DavDav here is Bugman, so I wouldn't be surprised if he clips that and then sends it in. I'm pretty sure he's like in a bug reporting battle to be the #1 bug reporter right now. Let's see if we can replicate it. I'm gonna get rid of the Serenity Auras, I think, and just try to do what I did, but with more sand traps. So keep your macro off this time when you do join, and yeah. Let's try to be a little fancy, though, now that I know what I'm doing. So I want 5 now. And the 6th one will be there. No Serenity Aura, Mystic only build. Let's see how this goes. Three, 4, 5. Do that. Man, Serenity Aura is my fucking crutch. No matter how weird the build gets, I like to put a Serenity Aura in just to be safe. Let's stick that here, and this one over here. Hopefully that'll avoid Javelin Toss penetration. Javelin Toss penetration is also the name of my latest EP. So let's do the same thing in this lane. We'll get a little bit of attacking from an angle. I could do that on the side lanes too, because there's the openings like above, but it's a little weird. So that'll do the front 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stick this here. And then I'll go, yeah, make my obelisk here from my, whatchamacallit. So this one don't matter. This one to help with whatever the biggest lane is. We'll stick this like here. And now let's put another like 2 of these. Alright. Hopefully we don't bug out again. So we've got 2 CC things. Let's watch his lane, actually. I'm not positive on the path. It looks like they're taking that, like, kind of left spline. Hopefully, I think the, things are still gonna go off, though. Unless they really hug the corners. Did I hit the dagger on that guy? I did. So here's the turret I was talking about before. Let's see if I can get one. Next wave of enemies, I'll do one to like a goblin. Here we go. There we go. So let's see, 92.8. That's what it 1 tick does of my thing. 185 for 2 hits from the Dark Torment turrets. And I don't know how fast they attack. I mean, things usually die pretty fast to these. I shouldn't fill my appeasement, like, during build phase. The appeasement won't drop during build phase, but if so much time passes that the appeasement would normally drop, then at the start of the next phase, it'll drop. Alright, so this lane has the boss. I'll leave the obelisk there. It's not a particularly big lane, relatively speaking, but we'll leave it like that. Let's put another 2 Sand Vipers per lane, or Snaking Sands, I mean. Which shit? What am I triggering? You've got to remind me on what I'm triggering here. Or what you're asking. So let's just concentrate these at the very beginning. And actually, while I'm here, let's build this obelisk. I think we're getting the CC from all 3. We should be. Okay, the statues, I mean, they spawn when I Dark Torment, so I throw a dagger at them, and when they die with a Dark Torment effect on them, then that's when the things pop up. Let's actually rebuild this to be a little more efficient in spacing. There. There's like 30 DU left, that doesn't matter. I'm gonna ignore it. Oh, something I forgot to mention. You see that triple buff icon under the HP bar? With your Mystic out, you actually just get free damage for every tower you built. So check it out. Let's see. A Sand Viper. Oh, it's not gonna work because they don't show their damage. Well, nothing's gonna show. But basically, if you have your Mystic out, if your appeasement's below 50, all your stuff gets just a flat 8% damage boost. If your appeasement's above 50, everything you built, not only Mystic, but like every defense that you built. So like my Squire towers, my Monk towers, everything, they get the damage bonus. And it's an 18% bonus with 50% appeasement or above. Let's do these guys twice. Yo, Mystic is amazing. What I should have done is put more upgrades into Obelisk, but I won't have enough for much. It's fine though. I'll get 1. So let's show it in action. Let's see what kind of damage we can get. Hopefully I can just pick up the appeasement here. I should have done this before. Also, your abilities cost appeasement. If you're at max appeasement, then they don't use it. So I'll be right back to get some appeasement, then we'll watch that lane in action. There we go. There's a bit of movement speed buff. Now that I'm full. Is that close enough to even do damage? There we go. The animation doesn't look like it's hitting, but as long as they're in the AoE, it will be. Yeah, these things are dying way too soon to be even hit by the obelisk. Here we go. We'll see the boss go. Let me Dark Torment the flyer. Get a turret. Let me pick up some more souls to get this going again. I don't even need to DPS this guy. Like, you'll watch him melt here. Let's upgrade this guy again. I want to get this thing to tier 4 and then just move it around to whatever the biggest lane is. I might even move around my Waller's Obelisk as well to go to like the secondary lane. We have 2 players in the game right now, so that means we're going to have 2 hard lanes each time. Alright, that's an Explodinator, and I don't give a poo about Explodinators. Our pretty big lane is right here. No boss, and then our Quibbly is up there. Is that a Quibbly? No, that's a Gridlock. So let's put the damaging one here. And it shouldn't do too much, honestly. Maybe I'll put it, like, here, and it'll flamethrower the enemies that walk out. I mean, worst case scenario, I lose the obelisk, and I'll have to replace it. Another thing to note is you probably noticed I've been moving the obelisk around. It's like a volcano or a colossus, or whatever it's called. You can move it, like, as many times as you want. Did I upgrade this thing to tier 4 already? I did, right? No, I didn't. No. Let's see, I think I got this thing up here. These guys are tier 3? No. Let's do that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave the obelisk down there. Or this one over here. Let's upgrade them, because the more upgrades they have, the more status effect things they do. I'm going to leave these guys here, and we'll watch this lane for a bit. See the obelisk in action, and then I'll go DPS the boss up there. No, there's no penalty to moving it. Don't sell it, just reactivate the ability, and it'll move the obelisk for you. And you can do that as many times as you want on a bit of a cooldown. So I could actually be moving my DPS one around, but I don't have any good scaling on it, so there's not much point. Though I guess, let's see, what kind of DPS does the flamethrower do? Because I mean, it's just free damage, right? 17, 18k? I mean, that's already better than a freaking flamethrower. I might as well move it around. Anyways, let's check this thing in action. Shooting snakes, flaming up the lane. And let's even do this. Yeah, so we get a bonus through flamethrower here. Actually, I don't like it being so close. Let's do like this. Basically, there for the CC, gets a little flame. I'm gonna run up to this lane though, because I said I wanted to DPS it. So you'll see my combo here. I think I missed my Dark Torment. There you go. Down in a half a second. I don't know. It might be like attack rate or increased gold gain or something. I really don't know. Like, at some points I thought it was bonus attack speed, because but I'm not sure. Look at that. So I think that's how I'm gonna do it. Let's make sure all these Sand Vipers are tier 3. We got basically a free wave, so this is a big one, that's a mini one. Dav, you can just upgrade Sand Vipers if you want. It should be fine. Let's get them all to tier 4. I'm gonna bring my defense power one over here. And I might go DPS the side lane. So tier 4 or tier 3, tier 3s. Oh. Well, let's do you. One more. And we'll bring this thing out here. Let's get a full free flamethrower. Upgrade it a bit. I don't think it'll flamethrower while I'm upgrading. Yeah. And now it should. I think it attacks flyers too, but like it'll attack upwards as well, I mean. It's just it does the same animation, just directional, from what I understand. That's like 23k DPS free, basically. Well, Dav I guess wants to AFK this lane, so I'm just gonna leave. Not very interesting over there. Alright, cool. That thing is dying much faster than it's raging. Look at that snake, like, dashing around trying to find a target. Whatever it got shot at, died. So is that a 40k on it? I don't know what damage it does, but I'm seeing like a 39k number in there that I think might be the snakes on a plane. I'll have to look at the sphere and then, I can figure it out. I can figure out how much damage it's supposed to do. So let's pull that out real quick. I'll look at the passive. So I think the ogre is going to be down here, the second ogre. Yeah. Big lane here. I'd like your mana, if at all possible. Ooh, that took a bit of damage. So, let's put this guy here. This one... No, wait. This one we'll put here. And this is my Waller's one. So it's not going to do very much damage, but it's got some defense power on it. And then we've got the other one up there. Yeah, this is the... yeah, okay. So this is the DPS one. And it's just our free damage, 30k. Yeah, Obelisk, you can only have one builder for them, just like Volcano, just like Colossus. That's why I'm worrying about, like, which builder is which. Another thing I could have done is I could have done like less sand and traps and done like, or maybe even one less obelisk and done another bubble wall so we could get more bubbling going on. Bubble more targets. Boss is gonna come up. I'm gonna lose my appeasement in a sec. Now, this is the one I'm the most worried about here. Don't want it to stomp near the obelisk, but now we're good. Ow! Oh, it hits so hard! Why is my fire rate so low? What the heck is going on? That's gonna hurt the wall a bit. So as you can see, not very good DPS on the boss with the split vipers. Oh, I'm on my fucking builder. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. When did I switch? Let's refill these. I'm not gonna bother upgrading them, I don't think. Actually, I'll upgrade the front ones. But I'm a big old dumb. I'm a big old dumb. So we got a Skelly boss here. I'm just gonna leave this obelisk here for that reason. And I'll move my Waller one to the back. Well... another Skelly. So I have an idea. Let's move... Waller obelisk over here. DPS one, let's get you out of my face for a sec. Waller's here. And then DPS. That's their charges, so that's how many uses they have before they get destroyed. So once that, it counts down every time it activates, and once that runs out, they basically they just break. They stop existing. Let's upgrade the walls once too. Clearly I can't be trusted with DPSing and keeping my walls alive. See, if I had a second defense power Mystic, then I could run ramp up Vipers at the same time. And that way I wouldn't have to worry about these bosses. I'd do like a couple of sand traps, or maybe get rid of my obelisk. Yeah, I'd probably get rid of my DPS obelisk, and then I'd have another ramp up sand viper per lane. And that way that would take out the bosses for me. But I can't use the two spheres at the same time. I can't build the two types. Flagging Hulk and a Sakelian somewhere. So maybe this one, I don't know. Sakelian, oh. Almost like Call to Madness something. There we go. So we'll be good for next wave. That thing won't last particularly long. Now we're gonna have 3 ogres. It's the same every time on this map. Here, here, and here. I'm sure Dab Dab's gonna stay where he is. So I'll organize my obelisks in a way that helps deal with them. I don't know, I might just buff whatever wall the 3rd ogre's at. Well, actually, I've got 300. Let me just buff the walls one more time anyways. I'll not even think about it. Dab Dab. Too fast. You gotta give me a sec, dude. Alright. This is the Waller one. You can stay. DPS one, I'll put you here, and you'll deal with, like, trash mobs coming out. And then I've got the defense power one up there doing everything it's gotta do. Yeah, so this one shouldn't last. Yeah, but Dab Dab, that's not really your decision to make, homie. Alright, so the far south lane should be fucking more than fine. Like, it's got a super obelisk there. 357k, that thing's gonna melt. This guy, I believe you're the shitty one, so I'm gonna DPS this lane. Let's take this guy down. Let's fill up my appeasement as well. There you go. So I need to boss fight in that middle lane. What I should be doing, and I didn't do at all, I need to be fucking placing these. I'm an idiot. I should have done my snake coils. I don't actually have any way to regen HP right now without them. So there you go, Call of Madness. Dark. I use my Lich. Dark Tormenting him. He's down. That ogre did a little bit of damage, but overall it's pretty good. But yeah, I definitely should have placed I should have placed my heal spheres, or not my heals, my heal towers, my coils. These work like Obelisk, you can actually move them around too. And they'll do damage to enemies, and then enemies that die to them or under their beam will drop little heal orbs that I can pick up, anyone can pick up. I'm sorry for glossing over that. I should have talked about those earlier, show them off in this build, because they would have helped a lot. They reduce the poison damage. What poison damage? Oh, nice. Ingot. Let's see if we can find the ingot before Dabaroni does. Damn it, went the wrong way. My Dark Torment poison damage is doing the same as it did before. Damn it, he did find it first. Yeah. Let's pick all these up because I don't want to put them into my auto loot. I think there's still one missing. Yeah, there's still one here. The one-shot poison. I mean, they fucking reduced that like 2 or 3 days after the fucking Terraria patch came out. That's been like going for a while. Or do you mean just in general use on every enemy? In which case, interesting. That's probably what you meant. I mean, it was doing like 25% of their max HP each tick. They really needed to do that. But yeah, there you go, double. Yeah, I mean, when you're trying to gear a hero, for sure. What I typically do is I'll either fill my deck with them or have like 3 of them and maybe like a Gun Witch as a panic if you're kind of like unsure. What I do is, yeah, I've got so many that I'll put like my full deck with them except for maybe one slot if I need another DPS to feel safe. But typically I'll either have just them on my deck, just the one in my deck. Always have a DPS of each of the heroes, so my active hero has the biggest chance of getting the loot. Fucking Dav not listening. But yeah, I do recommend it for sure. When you need gear for a specific hero, do all you can to, you know, make sure the drops are for that hero. Whether it's playing with them active, having 3 of them in your deck. Make sure, especially for like the endgame chest, but like whenever you know something's gonna drop, whether it be from an ogre or from the endgame chest, make sure you have that hero active. So even if you don't have a DPS, you know, switch to your builder mystic at the end of the map to make sure the chest is more likely to have gear for the mystic. What I used to do is, when I didn't have DPS as all heroes, I'd know when like a ogre was going down. And so when it had like 200k HP left, I'd switch to that builder, and then the ogre's drops would also be for that builder. No, it's not 1 in 4. There's the weight's definitely more for your active hero. I can't remember how much. It might be like 15% chance for each of them, which would be what, like a 55% chance for your active hero or something? Well, your stream delay is a lot, Dav, because there's only supposed to be 10 seconds delay, you should probably refresh the stream page or pause and play the video again, because that wasn't a natural amount of delay. I'm not positive on, like I said before though, I'm not positive on the drop amounts, but it's definitely not even. %90 chance for the one you're on, and then 10% chance for other characters in your deck. That would be like, I guess 10% chance for the 3 of them, so they each have like a 3.3% chance. That doesn't make sense. It's definitely higher than that for the other characters in your deck. For some reason, the number 15 pops out of my mind, but I can't remember. I'm sure back when they did this, then yeah. It's like 15 seconds for you? Then what's your excuse? You like said the thing fucking like maybe half a minute after I had said it. That's crazy. It's like twice as long, dude. I mean, I was still like fucking up at the chest when I was trying to decipher what you said, and then said, oh yeah, you mean the damage to regular enemies. 100% is not split evenly. I don't know what the percentages are for each. But it's definitely more towards your active hero. That being said, sometimes when I just, you know, feel lazy, I'll have like a Gun Witch as my DPS and I'll fill the rest of my deck with Mystics. And it's like, hey, I've still got a really good chance to get Mystic gear because the rest of my deck is Mystics. This makes me want to do just Mystic builds everywhere. So I still need gloves. I could do a Blinking maybe and try to do Mystic only. That seems kind of scary. That was actually one of my first times, and maybe even my first time doing Mystic only build. But she's definitely one of the heroes that can get away with it. Like a lot of heroes have, you know, towers that should be able to do solo builds, but because of balance and stuff, they're not actually able to do it. Like, maybe the Squire? I don't think the Apprentice can solo build right now. I don't think his stuff's strong enough. Well, who knows? Maybe if you, like, are actively repairing walls. Want to gear your Mystic? I want to gear my Mystic too, so maybe we'll just do a regular one. So I'm gonna start up Blinking, because I need gloves still. And then join off me when I'm in the map. I'm not sure what kind of build I want to do though. Should it be standard, a challenge build? Where's my face? I turned the camera off because I'm like neckbeardy today and haven't shaved. But if you guys want to really see it, then I can do that. Just give me a sec here. And no, I am not doing a giveaway. I won't be doing giveaways for a while, I'm sure. So, one sec. Let me try to turn this on then. Damn. Game freaking filled up. There we go. You probably can't even tell. I'm guessing you can't even tell that, like, my neck's a little hairy. Maybe a bit. I haven't shaved it for a couple days. So let's, maybe let's do a Mystic only. Or a Mystic heavy one, maybe. We'll do her walls at least, and some Sand Vipers. A little bit of bubble overlapping in lanes there too. Can't grow a beard to save your life. Yeah, this is this shit. I like to keep it clean under here. Along the jawline, more or less. Actually, the reason I do that is because I've actually got like a spot right here, a little thumbprint sized spot where hair doesn't grow. A lot of the males in my family have it for whatever reason. I don't know if that's common for most men or not. I don't particularly look at the underside of men's chins very often. Let's do this. A pair per lane. So let's move these back slightly too, because ogres. I'll probably do Serenity Auras just because I don't want to lose. And fucking love me some Serenity Auras. I can probably save on DU and like a ton of work to do. Man, I've had Mystics for how long now and I'm still working on them? It never ends, dude. Yo, this is what I'm here for. To give semi-correct advice half the time. So that kind of splits it up decently well. I may just strategically place some obelisks and leave them. Like, do that there. It never ends. So let's do that. But that's the fun, right? Yep. Those are good odds for good advice. If I put this up here, will it hit below? I don't know. So let's do it like here. And that way it's actually getting the bottom as well. And then let's do the DPS one over here. And it'll get some good coverage because of the angle, but it won't do a lot of damage. Actually, let's move it back some, because I don't want things raging too soon. So it'll only do like this whole path. Only this whole path. 720. That's 280, 5 lanes. What's 280 divided by 5? $56. Okay, so let's do 3 per, and then I'll do 2 on the small lane. Actually, wait, we'll see, 1 sec. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this guy. That's fine. Yeah, you guys don't have to worry too much about DPS, I don't think. Let's stick this here. We're not gonna do a full Mystic build, I guess. We'll do like a half with a bit of Monk. There we go. Serenity Auras. I got some good coverage. Let's stick this here, and let's stick this one over here. Gold bars for blinking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is the first wave. I'm a little worried about flyers, honestly. Is this guy protected? I kind of wanted to put him like under the thing. We'll see. If they go down, they go down. We're experimenting. We're trying things. We'll see if this works. I probably should move that guy. At least put him on like the thing there, right? This is where I find out I used like the wrong walls or something. It always bugs me. Like it always kind of gets me whenever the gates go down. Like I know they're gonna go down. They're supposed to go down because we're turtle building, but it's like, eh. Now let's see how much these fucking Cobalt Flyers screw us over. Alright, come on, I need the appeasement. Let's get these obelisks going. Actually, I should really stop using my abilities if I want to get my full appeasement. I'd probably have it if I hadn't been using them. So, where's that thing going? Let's repair some walls. Because walls do what walls do. Nice. Alright, boss is in the far right lane. Let's do you once. And actually, let's move you back. Like I said I would. I want to put it on that. That's the wrong one. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a big old dumb. This is the hero I want. Wait. Get this out of the way. And then we'll move it. That's true. A god of DPS ogres. Let's do it though. I think we good. I was supposed to fucking upgrade the obelisk. I'm an idiot. What I should do is I should move it actually over here maybe. In fact, let's do that right now. I need you. Let's move you. What I should have done is upgraded it though. I was saving mana for it, then I did something else and then forgot about the whole mana saving thing. Alright, well luckily those things are attacking walls when they do rage. Hopefully that continues to be the case. I'm fine with walls taking damage, that's what they're here for, they're walls. Let's get that obelisk going again. Nice. So, I should have built these snake coils. I didn't. Ooh, that got hit by a Draken shot. Well, I'm gonna upgrade that anyways. Repair the walls. Yeah, Draken shots. So let's stick this up here. We'll put this one over for this lane. Might even tier 2 the walls. We'll see. Alright, I want to move this obelisk back down. I think we're more or less good. I want one more mana. How are all these things doing? They're all tier 3, that's good. Yeah, just upgrade Sand Vipers, it's fine. Or that obelisk. There we go. Now I've got my fucking snake coils down. I forget about them all the time. I'm horrible about snake coils. Let's get my appeasement up. Oh no, really? Missing one for that lane. Ugh, let me grab that. I'm not doing enough of the actual objective of the map. Alright, where did those go down? Here. We lost basically all of them. Let me work on that. That kind of sucks. What's the point of me having redundant Sand Vipers if I put them all close together, so when they get kobolded they blow up? That's something I need to rethink. Yo, why would you drop your mana there when I gotta build all the way at the freaking core, dude? Ugh. It's fine though, I don't think we're gonna go down to anything like this. Someone all picked it up too, so I don't even have the mana to do it with. But we're good. Let's see, I can put another couple down here. Let's just repair you. We'll spread them out like I should have done originally. Let's do something funky. Point it like that. Alright, where are ogres? Here and here. So let's do something extra funky. Thank you for the mana. I'm gonna leave that obelisk over there. The left lane is always a bit of an issue. But I think we're good. Let's do you as well. Hopefully we won't have Cobalt issues again. Yeah, I've got a lot of redundancy. That's why I don't need 3 Sand Vipers over here. There's never going to be freaking like 9 enemies that need to be taken down to the left lane with 3 Sand Vipers. It's just, you know, helpful for shit like this. So that was 2. Let's drop this like here. I really should just hold on to mana and just keep rebuilding like this all the time. Man. Down below. Let's do this. That's scary. Alright, I'm gonna switch to my DPS. Oh, I can't do it when I'm freaking gooped up. Get the obelisk to save the day. So clearly this build isn't very good for AA. That's gonna go down. Yep. Cannibalize that freaking thing so I can rebuild. If I'm gonna do this again, I really gotta think about how to deal with air better. Cobalt Flyers have always been the bane of Sand Vipers. Especially when like you upgrade, like you guys saw last map, Sand Viper range just goes up so much when you upgrade. So maybe I should even just freaking leave them at tier 1. Let's not die to a kobold. Okay. Let's try putting in 2 more. See if I can spread them out a bit. Maybe face them backwards or something. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, alright, this way they won't hit oncoming kobolds. Let's trust in the big boys here. You're good. I don't even want to upgrade the ones I just built. Logtrog, I don't know. Might as well. All you need is defense power on the armor pieces. And the relics, so you might as well get Vector Corrector passive. Personally, I don't care about the extra range. There's strong enough range or without range, so I've never focused it, but it is just free range that you can get. Alright, let's see how screwed we are with this build. There's no perks for Huntress I need to worry about, right? Just the weapon and spheres. The rest of the gear doesn't matter. Towering Poison's alright just to give them extra HP, but it's not necessary. They will bring the class stuff back in, I assume, but at that point it probably won't matter. Whatever it is they're changing. Let's collect some mana. I'm probably gonna have to rebuild some of these things again. Man, where'd that go down? Here? Well, whatever. That's one Sand Viper. In a world of redundant Sand Vipers. Just repair walls and make sure my Obelisk is still going. So he's dead. He's super dead. There we go, let's get this going again. Full appeasement. Where's the... oh, he must have DPS down the other ogres, okay. Alright, this setup seems better. I should probably do most of my Sand Vipers up top like that. That seems like the best. Because the thing that was killing us was the Cobalt Flyers. I don't know. Backwards facing does seem to be the way to go. And like, I can get some good coverage for most of the lanes by doing this too. Like, the three main lanes, this bottom one, no, it's not ideal. I could probably set something up somewhere else though. But you get like these two lanes easy, then you can do that lane in like the front here, facing like this. This lane over here, actually, you could probably set it up like along here. That's not very good. Tavern up, Bling and Midas. I think Bling and Midas is pretty good. It's not going to be your highest DPS bow, but the DPS is pretty strong, and it's got just a ton of CC on it. Like, definitely makes up for it. Yeah. So, like, it's such a good CC too. Like, it really slows the enemies. So do things die as fast? No, but things die a lot further away from your walls because of the CC, so you can look at it like that. What perks are you looking for on that for the bling? I have to look at it again. If you're looking for the bling passes themselves, I mean, as high of damage and slows and slow durations, whichever passes are variable. I mean, clearly you just want to get that going. I'm not much of a DPS Huntress user myself, so I don't know. I've never used AP Huntress, so... yeah, but here's the bow I use for my crit one. And I just looked for the Midas Touch and Gold Shower. Just a fucking amazing name, but... Gold Shower passives. Wide AoE on the Gold Shower, 35% hero damage twice per second. It's okay, I don't know if these are good numbers or not. But I'm using this bow for a reason, so it's probably good relative to the ones I've gotten. Actually, this is probably a decent bow for AP if you ignore like the hero crit damage instead of the AP up there, because I got Flamageddon and Shrapnel. But yeah. It's actually got a decent fire rate, like compared to the one I'm using. I've got the Terraria bow, which is pretty good. Its DPS isn't that bad. Dab dab with the 50k deeps. Let me show you what I'm doing. So I've got like 150k on my Huntress, which I think is pretty good for a Huntress. The Terraria bow has like just free damage in the passive if you get the Chlorophyte one. I think the Jester Arrow bow will actually do quite a bit of damage for lane DPS, like penetrating 5 enemies. That's pretty good for wave clearing. It'd be fun to use, but I need to spend my souls on other weapons still. Almost 160k. I wonder if this is my max. I've got the sphere that gives you like extra damage with more range. There you go. So you know what? If you want a DPS bow, get the freaking Terraria one. I'm using it as hero crit, Chlorophyte 25%, and I've got hero crit chance, and those are the main ones. I kind of like the whichever one does this concussive nades stun duration. So using those, that's a good passive as well, I think, but it's not necessary for what I'm doing. So I think I've got the chess piece I wanted for this guy. Not ideal, but it doesn't have defense self on it anymore, so that's done. I don't need to do catacombs anymore. I think this guy needs a new relic. Yeah, he needs defense crit on his relic, so let's go do some Demon's Lair. We'll go run it a few times or something. Man, this is such a long stream. I'm like almost 2 hours in and I've done 2 maps. Oh my god, it's going so slow. So you're my DPS, builder, and switch to you. Mystic explanation and demonstration took a while, but that's fine. Like, I think Mystic is my favorite hero. I don't know. It's hard to say because there's different things for different situations. I like using them all, but Mystic like might be my favorite for buildings. Are my favorite in general. Though I do really like Hornets. But like overall, I think all our defenses are good and usable. And can you really say that about all the heroes? Like, all their defenses are just really good and solid. Even the Dryad, like, I don't think the Nimbus is very good. Harpies, eh. Mystic is great. Lavamancer would be good if his walls were cheaper. Then I would say I'd use all his stuff, but I only use the Lavamancer walls like for challenge builds. Ooh, sorry, my wrists are bothering me. You can probably see like my hands like at the bottom of the camera doing weird things. Who else? Monk, I mean, I'm never using the buffs and people don't like Skyguards, though I like them. Lightning Auras are eh. Huntress, Water Geysers are bleh. Squire, I actually do like the Squire blockades, the dummies. Cannonballs are pretty decent. And I think ballistas have their uses too, so Squire's up there. Apprentice, you know, flamethrowers I think are lacking. And like, why would I ever use the Apprentice wall over like a dummy? Those are the originals. EV2, I mean, weapon manufacturer, reflect wall, bleh. Lavamancer, Ramsters are meh. Colossus, like, why would I ever use that? His walls are also kind of eh. Lavamancer, I already went over him. Maw walls are way too expensive to want to use, especially on all these low DU maps. Maybe I'll start using Lavamancer more once they increase the DU, which I'm pretty sure they're going to do again. But that'll come after like all this system changes, or maybe during these poor system changes with Phase 3. Because I think they will, I'm pretty sure they said they will be increasing the DU again. But the game was probably a little too easy with the high DU and like poison darts. I don't think these actually do anything to the boss, but I'm going to build them anyways. Have I missed anyone? Gunwitch isn't a builder. I said Dryad and Mystic. Yeah, I went over all of them. So yeah, like, I think Mystic is just, all her defenses are solid to amazing. Yeah, Vextrix, exactly. Like, it was a bandage move that I think hurts the game more than it helps. Like, they wanted to add more challenge, but in doing so, they hurt, like, the best part of the game. That's, you know, doing combos with towers and mixing and matching defenses. Like, you got, what, like, 9 or 10 builders or something? There's at least 40 or 35 defenses in the game or something like that. And, like, it's a shame not to be able to use them all together, and not all at the same time, of course, but mixing and matching, like, it really limits what you can do. Like, I don't know, 800, 600 on, I think it's what, 600 DU on Gates of Dragonfall and Gridlock's Horde? 3 lanes? Like, you can't build shit with 600 DU. But there's a lot of cool things you can combo together that you're just missing out on because of this limit. By the way, guys, in the game, I mean, DPS flyers a little bit. You don't really need to. Repair tree walls is all we gotta do. No need to upgrade between waves. I'm not even gonna open my chest, I'm just gonna go around and repair these things. Oh my god, wait, so one tower trap wall from every hero type that has them? Like, in every, like, on a map? So I gotta go to, like, Bastille Master. Or not Bastille, Buried Bastille. Because that has, like, I think the highest DU. Oh my god. This is the only one I can really, like, do... Well, how many is it? There's 4 originals and then 6 new ones. 9, because the Gunwitch. 9 times 4 is 36. 37, because the Dryad has 2, or an extra 1. Am I getting that right? 36 or 37 defenses in the game? And, like, there's some really expensive ones. Like, you need a lot of freaking DU to do it. Why am I opening this? Ugh, I just said not to. Yo, that's tough, dude. I'll do it on, like, campaign difficulty, Buried Bastille. I don't have my Runner Monk anymore. I'm not using the, weapon. Oh my god, you're just chilling strikes. Let's just kill him then. I wanted to shatter him with my, freeze knockback. I mean, I got my Monk, but I don't want to have to switch out heroes, so I've got my Squire because I want to switch to Squire at the end of this thing, and then my Gunwitch to do the DPS. My Monk right now is using Spooky Glaive, so it doesn't even have the movement speed on it anymore. 1 defense from every hero type. Oh, okay, that's not too hard then. I mean... Ooh, that tree took a bit of damage. That's pretty easy. A lot of heroes have like just a 20 DU trap, right? Like there's at least 3 traps in the game, so those are easy to get through, and then like 30 defense on Squire, a 20 wall on the, on the Apprentice. Like that'd be Like, no offense, but that's actually a pretty easy challenge if you just do a high DU map. Like Buried Bastille. Or fucking... even the forest biome map would be a piece of cake to do it. Now then, doing that with like... yeah, freeze tower. Of course, I want to use a freeze tower with the apprentice. But like, if you can use PDTs, then that's a joke. Yeah, we're just gonna do Demon's Lair until we get bored, I guess. I don't really want to mix it up, so we'll just Demon's Lair until, you know, I either get the relic or the stream ends, and we'll just chat. And then, like, what about Lava Man? So he's got a fucking free defense, the Mystic does as well. You can use those, right? Like, that's 2 heroes out of the way for, like, literally nothing. So you do it like Monk Serenity Auras, fucking PDT. If you don't want to use PDTs, then you can use like a Hunter's Trap. Easy. Man, I am a random ass noob anyways. Squire, you know, dummy. Wall. You're gonna need walls probably, so you got one of them be a dummy. Easy. Hunter's Apprentice, we already did those. Apprentice is the same, you can use a friggin' wall. What am I doing? I need this guy. EV2, a Proton Beam. A 30 DU. Dryad, Tree Wall, there you go. Another easy one. Lava Mancer has a Fisher for free. Gunwish is a Gunwish, so nothing. With the Abyss Lord, I guess you're just gonna have to do an Archer. But like, we've already gone through, what, like, maybe 150 DU? And then the rest can be whatever you would need to actually win the map. Why do I upgrade these? Because I can. I should do Hero Boost Serenity Auras, but then I have to like switch to my Monk and stuff. EV2 Weapon Manufacturer, best defense. I've tried real hard. Had 2 EV2s dedicated to it, like fucking DPS dedicated and the builder dedicated to it, and I still don't like them. Do the weapons do a lot of damage? Sure, but they're boring as fuck, in my opinion. The atomic launch is okay. The problem is, like, you get these cool weapons and they're gone like in an instant. Like the Mega Death Laser, you charge up and then the damage and it's gone. What I think they should have done with them is made them do reduced damage, but more charges or take longer. And that way, like, you're getting this cool, like, maybe overall it does the same amount of damage, just takes a bit longer, but you actually get to see it in use and see its effects and stuff. And I think that's would be a big quality of life, not quality of life change, but just a big change that helps with design, like gameplay. Because I do think what's hurting with them is they don't feel satisfying to use for me. Oh, make the jump! I made the jump. Saw that Wyvern icon on top of the core. Oh, he's sandstormed. Nice. Kinda wish he had tips, but that's fine. So we can alternate tips. We do your tip and then my tip. All the tips. Ooh, I gotta sell stuff next time through. No, 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 no. Okay. I got you. I got you. You knock him up. A little late. I'll freeze in midair for you. Alright, I gotta remember to switch. Needs your P-tips. Touch the tips. What? Can't say that. Alright. What do we got? What do we got? Damn it, I only got the book. Gross. Let's see. Inventory is looking fine. We'll replay here in a sec. Beams of light disablers are empty. Okay. Oh. Man, I really want to get this freaking relic. My cannibal towers would be so much better. They're already pretty good. I mean, I've got my heavy squire bling build already. That seems like it's doing pretty decent. Obviously, if you've seen it, it's not a pure squire though. I've got, I think, yeah, I got like a Skyguard, a couple Serenity Auras, and Protons for slows, but it's a pretty good build, I think. What if we'll ever get to the point where I can do like a monk-only build? Can you like put a bunch of defense health into monk and use the Skyguards as a wall? I've heard they don't get enough HP to really justify it. I've never actually seen it done. It's actually really making me want to do it now. Like, maybe I'll just switch out a monk, put like just generic Waller gear on them, like defense elf gear, and see how much HP those things get. Yeah. But like, if you can get them to the point where they can survive like 4 kobold hits or something, then I think they're actually like in a decent spot as long as you can lane kill everything. They wouldn't be there to tank an ogre, but like if they can survive a few kobold hits, you're pretty well off. You get like Skyguards for walls and then like a couple more Skyguards to take out the kobold flyers. You've got a ton of lane CC or flyer CC. If only lightning auras were good, but then you can lightning aura and then lightning strikes aura for bosses. I can't remember. Honestly though, if you got even at 70%, you're looking pretty good. I wouldn't worry about it, honestly, like 5% isn't gonna change the world. Just play, and if you get a better one, you get a better one. Alright, let's do a lane. No, see. No, I want to do my knockback combo, you tit! Ah! What a shame. Frickin' monks. Stealing the glory. I'm gonna do it. Can you solo burn him with... You don't even need to burn him, you can just shatter him. Well, ignore the times when he just decides to shatter, like, on fucking Frozen Shot hit. You can freeze them, like, on a staircase, and if you knock him back with your number 2 ability, falls down the stairs and he actually dies from that. He'll shatter from falling down the stairs with your number 2 while frozen. Number 2 is knockback. That's what I was trying to do before, but then our monk friend decided to shatter him. Screw you, monk, and your efficient gameplay. Screw you. I don't know who it was, but I'm not actually upset, whoever it is. Though I would like to do the knockback thing. I've been able to hit it more reliably recently. Though, now that I'm saying I can't hit it more reliably, I can't speak. Now that I can hit it more often, I'm probably going to miss it every time. Yeah, I do the exact same thing, double. Before that, though, I was doing Gunwish. They get to the steps. Yeah, I know exactly who it was. I just didn't want to name names, but there you go. There's the shatter. Ha! And I knocked it out of your range, too. There you go. Pole smash deny. Y'all see that shit on the stream? Oh. Take that. I didn't hit him. We're not gonna one phase them because we probably all switched. Damn, do you guys not do any damage? What the heck? Where's all your damage at, homies? Oh, yeah, just take it. Doesn't matter who brings it this time. Yeah, but I thought we had another Gunwitch. We had 2 more Gunwitches. Do you guys not do any damage? That's kind of embarrassing. Next time, I won't switch out so fast. I think to hit my ground pound as a squire, I need to be like on the railing too. Like on the ground, I won't reach up high enough. Get you all hyped up for... Yo, Mystic's amazing. I love Mystic. I know I said that before, but I fucking love the Mystic. I think we all switched off. I know I did. I switched too early. Yeah, we all switched too early. What I should be doing is like setting up a fucking Sand Viper or something to do the last of the damage. Or maybe even a Harpy or something, like just something to DPS him at the end. While we switch out. Cause I don't know if the Hornets are hitting him or not. It's really hard to tell. And if there's a lot of enemies around, they're probably not gonna hit him anyways. I don't know if they target him. Because if they do target him, they're definitely like inside of his head and you wouldn't be able to see him. Maybe something from the animations you'd be able to tell. I don't know. But I think like they'd be hidden in his chin. His big old chin. My Lagnado does negative damage, Dab. It actually heals with how little damage my Lagnado does. It's pretty good for making the game harder for ourselves by healing the enemies. I mean, instead of doing a Lagnado, I'm just not gonna wait until like I'm gonna wait until I has like 500k left. Oh my god, Dab. You know it's a joke. Let's not go there. Stop. Stop. Can I do something like this? No, they'll just die. I don't care enough. I don't want to risk it. Like, the timing's really... I don't know. I mean, you're not supposed to be able to switch during those screens now anyways. But whatever. I'm not gonna bother messing around with it. I'll just switch before the match ends. As is intended by trendy gods. Really though, I mean, I hope they fix the problem and remove this band-aid. Yeah, the only reason why you can't switch is because that whole, like, not respawning after death during the victory screen thing, or post-match thing. If you're dead during the victory screen, then you didn't switch in time. That's how it used to be. Pretty sure that's how it is now, too. Oh my god! The freaking kobold blew up as I was walking by. Oh. Holy shit. Holy shit. Let's repair that. Did we get another Lava Guardian yet? I haven't even been able to tell. There we go. Get on the stairs, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. Ah, never mind. Oops. I'll repair that tree. I should have actually, like, repair pinged, but whatever. Well, it'll survive. See any bees in his chin? Oh, they're flying back. The bees are hitting him. But it is like 120k tops, I think, and he probably has resistances, him being a boss and all. But the bees do look like they're attacking him. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah. I mean, they're not gonna do like 1,000,000 damage to him though, like how I switched last time with like over 1,000,000 left. Stop chilling strikesing him, you tits. Fine. We'll just DPS him. Jeez. Your slows? Your slows are ruining my combos. Ugh. Caught on a wall. Oops. Ignore that. I definitely didn't hit wrong buttons. Four walls. I should be moving like the freaking bees further down or something. A couple of them. I think they'd still hit the flyers at this height. Kill things a little sooner. Cheese would probably last a little bit better. Or maybe I'll just rage kobold sooner and hurt them even more. Who knows? Oh my god, alright. Fine, fine. We won't combo them, you boring people. Your chilling strikes. I mean, if you people actually, like, even one of you went around and repaired trees, it wouldn't be an issue. But y'all are so bloodthirsty. No, I mean, I'm just as bad. In fact, I'm more. I've got to be the one to fucking run this shit, apparently. Alright. This is it. This has got to be it, right? You done, Dev? Yeah, thanks for games, dude. Hopefully you get all the loot you look for right now. Everything you need out of this chest. Hopefully I get all the loot I'm looking for too, jeez. Ooh! Ah! Oh. Fuck. Let's do it again. Unless someone really wants to switch it out, I'm down for another one. I'll do it until I hit the 2.5 hour mark, so maybe 1 or 2 more, maybe. And then we'll either switch up the map or in the stream, we'll see. I'll probably keep the stream going for a little bit though. I had a short stream yesterday and I didn't stream Monday, so I guess maybe we could just use today as a make-up DD2 stream. Make up for lost stream time. Fuck. I made yesterday's stream a short one because I thought I had a curling match. Turns out we had a bye this week and we didn't have a game. I feel like a big old dumb. You probably saw me typing in the Discord that I'm a big old dumb too. Thank you. Tree down there. Move it. I mean, it's not really back, but let's at least put it at the top of the stairs. I think it's wide enough, even at the bit of a wider choke. The reason I've got them so far forward is just because things would run by them, but I think it's wide enough to catch Kobold's attention. This size. Now maybe this or the next one will be the last on this map. And I might stream longer, like I was just saying. Is there anything anyone wants to see or needs done as well? Let me know. I'll consider it. I haven't done too much this stream, like I did the one forest biome blinking, and I think it's just this now. A few times. 2.5 hours of like 3 maps isn't doing too much. I don't know. One on each side, why not? A little bit of flyer damage. Even though the upgrades aren't doing too much. 40k versus 36.6. I mean, that's 4k times, or 3.5k times 3 enemies. For your builder Abyss Lord, you shouldn't get any builder stats. I think you can still get some builder passes, but I don't think you'll get builder stats anymore on those books. It's supposed to be a DPS book only, so. Just the passive, you mean? Yeah. I don't think it's worth it to lose the stats, though. Even for the extra, like... Well, yeah, I mean, it's definitely not. Because you can get the same passes on a less high-power book. All you're doing is losing out on damage. Yeah. What am I doing? I need to do the knockback. Oh, that's gonna kill me! Oh god. I'm an idiot. Oh god. Alright. Let's try this again. What is that? Oh, that's a wyvern wing. The heck is that thing like bar across my screen? Give me just a sec here. Oh god, screen, please. Is everything good? Everything good on the offline part? Yeah, we all good. It is the easiest. Doesn't mean it's the most fun. One of my favorite combos is to use the Apprentice Tornado knockout, and then as it's like falling, freeze it to get the shatter with Gunwitch. I really like that combo. Another one is I think Stalagmite pet ability does the knockup and then you freeze with the Gunwitch while it's midair. That was pretty damn good too. So that was really weird. My viewership went from like 8 to 28 to 8 again. What the heck is going on? Like shut up for a sec for some reason. Some sort of buggy shit going on. Oh yeah, I can solo the boss with my Gunwitch, especially with the tree buff. If I was using my AP Gunwitch, I think I'd even have an easier time. So I got a pretty good Hornet relic, but I don't think it's better than my current one, maybe? It is actually. It's a lot better. More crit chance, same crit damage on the Hornet, more stats. Okay, this is fucking awesome. Alright. We'll do one more. Let's do one more. And then maybe we'll finish it off with like a Bastille Master or something, just to mix it up. An upgrade is an upgrade, exactly. But this is a pretty damn good upgrade. Like, I didn't even upgrade my relic before. We're gonna see some, probably at least 37k after upgrading at the tavern upgrade. Onto my Hornets. So I'm pretty excited about that. Holy shit. I'm actually missing. I was missing like 0.6 crit chance too, so this might put me up to 30 again. Yo, peeps. Thank you. So wait, what is he doing now? 37, 420. That's a lot more than I thought. Crit chance is like 0.03 away. Okay. And he like extra crit chance, and I'm gonna cap it. 27, 420. I could probably get these, or 37, 420. You can probably get these up to 40k if you got like all the right passes and stuff. Let's see. You can get Hornet crit damage up to 7%. So if you got that on each of them, I think you could easily get 40k on these. I'm missing 2% crit damage, a little bit of crit chance, and then stats. Yeah, I'm certain of it. You can get these Hornets doing 40k, and that's 40k per Hornet. I'm almost certain of that. In fact, I'm certain of that. The DPS value doesn't go down when you have 2 Hornets versus 3. And I've watched like the damage numbers pop up from the Hornets too, and each Hornet is doing the displayed numbers. That's pretty good. I mean, that's fucking at 40k each basically. How much is that? 120k on each Hornet, or overall. Ugh. And if it wasn't for their AI, they'd be amazing. That and the crit damage not going up when you upgrade them. What's probably going to happen is like their crit damage will max out at like I mean, it won't be exactly 52,700. It'll depend on your passes and your stats, but like this will probably end up being what it goes up to after upgrades or something. But like Hornets probably do need a nerf, so be fine. I just like upgrades to matter for them. Though it is fun, like Hornets swarming an entire map. Alright, I wanna combo this guy. Knock back. Shatter him. That right lane tree might need some repairs, but I think we'll be able to finish this in time before it goes down. Let's see, you're good. You're mostly good. You're good enough that if we hadn't one phase, I could have repaired and then second phase. You frozen too soon? You gotta let him get high enough up the steps to do it properly. And then I think he knocked him back like too late too anyways. Yo, you just leave this to the pros. Actually, another combo I was doing was I was freezing with the Gun Witch and then doing my slam to shatter him. I was doing that the other day. I should do that on this last one. And I think I'll be running a little faster up to the thing as well. Why not? Someone's not G'ing up, so let me upgrade some Hornets. Yeah, let me try that. I wanna do the slam shatter. So we freeze, we switch to you, we do this, we shatter him, and then we run. Run, Barry, run! Drop that, switch, back up to... Well, because for some reason it needs you to back up there. And you switch your hero from the one who dropped it. Yeah, if the Hornets were damaging him, then like it would have been going down a lot faster than it did at the end. Or maybe it did, because it did drop from like 50k to nothing in an instant there too. I don't know. $237. That's not bad. Let's tavern this. Whether I get the fucking relic I'm looking for or not. Of course I didn't. And then we'll Bastille Master, I think. I don't know who I need a helmet for, but it's a fast map. I'm gonna do a PDT one though. That's like the one map I'm not doing without PDTs. And I think I know how I do it, but I don't want to deal with the stress of fucking building that map. I already hate that I'm on a timer. Not that the timer really matters anyways, because like my old build was fucking like over 200 seconds to do or something like that. Or like there was like 400 seconds left at the end of the build and you still finish it with like another 150 left. Nice, I got a relic. Yo, that's awesome, dude. So before we do that, I'm gonna upgrade that relic I just got. Let's see if I can get these bees up a little higher. Ugh. So it was you. 37420. Yeah, that's a near perfect relic. Where's the old one? Let's get rid of that. That should be up in here somewhere. Wasn't you, but we'll put you into there as well. Go down to my auto loot. God, I gotta do inventory management. 1, 2. We did that 7 times. Ugh. So to be fair, I got like 2 relics in 7 runs. That's so much better than I usually do. 14 unlocked as well. That's good. Usually you only get the 13. And looking at these, like, I've got decent books and bling bows already. I doubt these are better. Okay. Yeah, well, that's fine, Logchog. 50 eye power worth of stats isn't that much. Like, it might be something dumb, like ignoring upgrade levels, because upgrade eye power or upgrade stats are different than like base stats. So I think like 50 eye power stats is either only 25 stat points or 50 stat points. Like, it's not that much different from what I understand. When you upgrade, you get like 2 stat points per upgrade level, though. That you can focus into one of the stats instead of having it evenly distributed. So that's almost 38k. 2 more percent. Get some more upgrades. I mean, these things aren't even upgraded. Oh, I need some new gloves. Okay. Gloves are pretty low eye power, low crit, so I can definitely get a 4% crit chance to cap it out. Something I should look to do. And let's compare. Let's see if I can see the difference. So we'll look at like 664. Oh, wait. Let's find up here. 690 versus 693. Now, let's see. Bigger difference. 718 versus 662. No. 718 has 322 defense power. And we're looking at gloves. I don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure boots and all of the rest have the same. So, and then we have 7. Oh, okay, this is 661. Was I looking at the right number? Just to be clear. I don't think I was. I was looking at like my gloves, right? Yeah. Which is fine, actually. So 718 versus 661. Let's do this again. 718 was 322. 661. Eye power has 297. So 718 minus 661. The 57 eye power difference. So for 57 eye power difference, you got, what's the stat difference? 322 minus 297. 25. Yeah. So no upgrades into it. It's just pure stats. Vanilla stats you got. Same piece of gear, so it's not even like gear differences. But I think helmet, chest, boots, and gloves all follow the same. Relic, your primary set has more than your secondary, but we're not looking at relics. So yeah, 57 eye power difference. It's not even like half the stats. So like, I'd take a 660 eye power gloves for Hornets with 7% crit damage increase instead of like a 750 gloves with 6% crit damage increase. Well, that's the extremes for Nightmare Thrower drops. That might make it pretty close, but that's like a lot of... That's a big difference. Conversely, though, you might have noticed, let's see, it was the Relic? Oh, the Relic isn't good for comparison. Let's find something that I've upgraded. Here you go. Chest piece, unupgraded. 308 is going to be both defense power and defense crit. I've put in 17 levels into it. So I've gotten, what, like 34 stat points? Yeah. So like every upgrade level you get gives you 2 stat points. So not only is it like more points, it's kind of like, it's almost like 4 times the stats, right? Because like upgrade levels you can focus into one defense. If I had split these up, it'd be what, like 17 on each stat, you get 325. I'm pretty sure at 703 eye power naturally, this defense power and defense crit would be less than 325. In fact, I know that, right? With the gloves. Yeah, 718 there, 322. So that's 15 eye power more. And it's still less, so every time you get upgrades, you get a lot of stat points into it. A lot more than you would from just natural eye power. That being said, I don't think stats are so important that you should be upgrading things to max all the time. Typically I only do like 2 upgrade levels into them, and that's why I've got so much money, because I'm not wasting it all into upgrades on things that I'm probably going to replace. Make sure you guys are ready, let me know. You probably went to like get lunch, do your taxes, start a family when I was doing that whole thing. So these 2 builders. What else do I want to do? Who do I need a helmet for? Give me half a sec. Let me see if I need helmets for any of these homies. You're good. You're good. Alright, let's do it for the Dryad then. It's all DPS Dryad. What I need to do, yeah, Logshock, I'm in the same boat. What I really need to do is like write down a list of who's missing like either the passive or the stat they need on the piece of gear. Not necessarily like who's all 750 or not. I'll ignore that, but like if I've got, you know, my Hornet builder here and I'm missing some of the percentages, I need to keep track of that so I can know. And then like I can go into a map like, hey, alright, here's my list. Oh, my Dryad is missing one of the passives for helmet. I can use this one, or I can look for gear for this one. But like, making that list seems like a lot of work and I don't want to do it. Though in the end, it'll save me so much more time. Oh god. Self-destructive laziness. Let's see. Bring this... Let's close that. Bring up this window on the laptop. This will be the last map. Yeah. Who is this? Easty Poise hashtag sellout. Interesting. Who are you? He's got some good numbers. Hopefully he's bringing in other people to the game by doing it. That'd be awesome. 1,800 followers. Nice. Let's get some new streamers for this game. Bring in their fan base to check the game out. Alright. Well, let's not lurk in other people's streams too long. I was trying to see if anyone I knew was streaming so I could host them after. I didn't see any names I recognized, but I did skim. Might have to do like a different game than DD2. What am I doing? So I'm gonna do like this, the shittiest, cheesiest build I know for this map. And I might actually build Dryad Walls next wave just to keep bosses like in check. Let's do this. Actually, let's be smarter about this. I know their path. I can direct that a little better. Stick you here. For those flyers next wave. Not that I need to like rush this or anything, you know? Almost G'd up. Forgetting about the top lane. Oh, your animation lock there on your switch. Trendy, please. Don't mind me, just grabbing some stars. There we go. I think I've got my tree Dryad, right? Yeah, that's the tree. Let's G up. We're gonna scum it up. We're scumming the shit out of this. Just pay attention to the middle lanes for DPSing. I mean, if someone can stay there, just to keep whatever comes out of that hole distracted. I'm gonna be semi-less scumming. I'll build walls in each lane. But it shouldn't be a big issue. I've got a big old DPS for the bosses here. Got a heavy hitter. Just upgrade. You guys know what to do, right? Upgrade the PDTs. Leave the flyer PDTs alone. They're good at tier 2. Or you can just give me the mana. Sure. Next time, though, don't give me the mana. We're timed. Just upgrade Poison Dart Towers. I get what you're doing, but it's unnecessary. Then we can just go. I won't even bother this lane. These guys will like run past and then just get killed in the next step. I mainly just want to do like these middle parts here. Now let's go DPS that Ogre, man. Where's the Quibbly? Up north? Okay, I'm glad there's someone there. Quibbly's a pain in the ass. Some people may be surprised to know. I think Quibbly and Slikelion are just the worst bosses in the game. Like, they're the hardest to deal with. And I'm not saying they're hard to deal with, but they're just the biggest pains in the asses. So, if you run out of, like, PDTs to upgrade, just do, like, little buffs or whatever. It's We're at the point where it really doesn't matter. I don't really care if the trees go down. If the trees like tank a freaking Quibbly bomb and die, that's more than enough for me. If you guys didn't know though, upgrading a tower will make it stop firing during the upgrade process, so if you are upgrading things in the middle of a wave, just be aware of that. You might have to DPS to compensate. These sides and middle lanes are good. That's fine, that could use another upgrade, but it's okay. How's the top looking? Okay, I've got a Lich on this Dryad, for obvious reasons. I always forget to use it. Huskar. Alright, he's dead. Let's go down here. Yo, upgrading stuff mid-wave is how you play this map, though. You gotta save the time, right? Wow, I upgraded something behind me there. Nice. Challenge mode. Lane doesn't even need it. Look at this guy. Look at this cheesy fucker. Going between the trees. Normally when I do this map, I'll build, like, Sand Vipers to deal with the bosses. I didn't this time, clearly. Oh, I'm not gonna have any things left. That doesn't matter. I wanted to burst them down. Oh well. I like how the Flyer PDT was upgraded. It's like, just fucking nothing else to upgrade. Might as well. Oh, GG is right. Maybe I'll get a helmet. Come on, Hornet helmet. Sell things while I wait. Big money? Nope. No good. Holy crap, damn. Did you get something good, dude? 6 legendaries. Yeah, dude. Use up your win of the day. Probably. If you haven't done that already. Maybe even your big win of the day. That would do it. Yes, got a helmet. Also, fuck you, by the way. Wait. Builder tax, give me your helmet. Alright, let's tavern it up. I'm getting kinda hungry. I need to end the stream. Grab some grub. Gotta grab some grub. It's all pretty good. Damn you and your great loot. But yeah, I should do my outro now, I guess. That's me and DD2 and you. Thanks for fun to it. No problem, dude. Food sounds good. Food sounds amazing. Yeah, thanks for watching. It was a lot of fun. More DD2 tomorrow and doing EST. Tonight, I don't know if we're doing Terraria again tonight. In the past weeks, Thursday has been a bad Terraria night week, so I might, well, I'll probably be playing Black Desert Online, and I might just turn the stream on if anyone wants to just come hang out. Chill. Slice up some monsters and just hang out. Or maybe I'll do something else, we'll see. If Keys is around, I might do some chicken horse or something, so there's that. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Hope to see you guys again tomorrow for some more DD2, noon EST. And yeah, that's it.